Hi everyone, welcome to CrochetObjet Knitting Podcast. My name is Moran and this is my channel where I share my knitting and my crochet and other creative adventures. I'm coming to you from Israel, and even though I shared a few personal updates from the war days here in Israel, I recently decided to leave it out and to stick with the creative, mainly out of selfish reasons, just trying to keep sane. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your supportive comments. I really enjoy reading your comments. Yeah, today is Wednesday, March 13, and this is episode number 9. I have my cup of coffee. This is the second cup of coffee for the day. I also have some lemon water to support my voice when it's needed. So I hope you also have something nice to drink and maybe something nice to work on as I chat and share my creative adventures with you. So let's see what I have for you here today. Today I will talk and share and chat about the sunny scarf, my new crochet pattern, what I'm wearing. I have one work in progress to share with you, and it is made out of something new that arrived in the mail, so I also have a happy mail to share, and it lives in a new crochet bag that I will share with you later. At the end of the episode, I will answer one of your questions, so if you still want to send questions, this is the email that you can send your questions, and I will make sure to answer them throughout the episodes here. Let's start with what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the sunny scarf. This is my new crochet pattern that I just released last week. It is now available on my Etsy and Ravelry stores. I will link the pattern down below in the description box for you. This time Maya, our eldest, was the model for this pattern. Yeah, we had quite a few joyful hours together taking pictures of her and short videos, and she's in the front page of the pattern, and I also shared a few pictures of her in the pattern pages on both Etsy and Ravelry. I guess if you follow me on Instagram, you already know about it, and if you read my blog, I shared all about it. It was a very lovely experience for both of us. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. The sunny scarf it comes in two sizes, in size small and size large. It was quite a journey, the designing process. I think I shared it in the past. I first started to design like a light crochet scarf pattern when we were traveling to the Austrian Alps last August. I think I shared a few samples with you on the episode when we came back from this trip. But as I was making my development steps, my designing steps, a few of you were reaching out to ask if I can come out with a light and simple and easy to crochet scarf. And a few of you even mentioned the Sophie scarf by Petite Knit, and yeah, so my sunny scarf, just to make a long story short, it is a very easy and simple and very quick project to make. To crochet, you don't have to be, an advanced crocheter to crochet it, and I also support you with 3 video tutorials that I included in the pattern. They are all available here on my channel. I will link them down below as well. Yeah, and the sunny scarf comes in 2 sizes, the small and the large size. This is the small one, this is the large one. I crocheted 3 samples of the sunny scarf. All of them are made out of cashmere yarn. I will share them with you in a minute. I think it was a kind of a development that I can say that all of the weekly makers here are quite involved in the making, in the development, mainly regarding the length of the scarf And most of them, I think, if not all of them, made at least one scarf using many different yarns. I will share samples with you at the end of the episode. I will share samples of the scarves that they made here out of the Sunny Scarf pattern. Anyways, the small size is 89 centimeters length, which is 35 inches, and it's more or less 10 centimeters width, which is 4 inches, about 4 inches width. The long one is 130 centimeters, and I wear the long one, and it's about 51 inches long, and it's about 4.5 inches in the width, which is 11.5 centimeters. So I'm wearing the large size, and on this sample I added the sunny borders. So when you crochet the sunny scarf, you can choose if you want to wear it as is, or to, when you finish to crochet the scarf, you can, decide if you like to add the sunny border. So let me tell you about it, just a little about how it works, how the pattern works. So the sunny scarf works from tip to tip, so from this point all the way up to this point, and you start with, you start your way increasing and increasing. You have two different sections of increasing. In one section you increase 3 stitches in each repeat, in the second section you increase just 1 stitch in each repeat, and as you go you crochet back and forth. You crochet, it's a flat crochet project, so you crochet back and forth. One row is made out of double crochet stitches, and back you crochet with single crochet stitches, and I use US crochet terms in my patterns, so I guess it's the double crochet, it's the triple crochet in the UK, and single crochet is a double crochet in the UK. And as you go along you create these little how shall I say, border decorative, I don't know, you create these details at both edges. So one edge you create these chain loops or bumps, and on the other end you create these picot edges, and these are made at the beginning and at the end of each double crochet row. And then after you finish increasing, you reach the midway section, which you stop to increase. On the midway section you don't increase or decrease, and then you go and make the decreased part. So it's kind of like, the increase part, the midway part, and then the decreased part. And also in the decreased part you decrease using the DC2 together, double crochet 2 stitches together, and I included a video tutorial to help you with this stitch, and then you end up with a DC3 together, and you also have a video tutorial for this included. So as you go along and you create those decorative edges, you can, choose to leave it as is. So it is made so that you can, just crochet this scarf as is and use it, or if you feel like, you can add the sunny edging, as you can see on the one that I'm wearing today. So yeah, I have 3 video tutorials included for the decreases, how I decrease, and the third one, which is I think the first one that you will watch, is how to start and how to crochet the setup rows, which are the 6 first rows of the pattern. So in this video I show how to start right here from the beginning and how to crochet the first 6 rows of the pattern. And in this video tutorial, you will actually have almost everything that you need to know about how to crochet this pattern. So it will really help you, and I hope you will find it helpful, and it will make it easier for you even if you are a beginner. Just a quick word, I'm a left-handed crocheter, so my video tutorials are made by me, so they are left-handed, but for years I teach mainly right-handed crocheters, so give it a try. Maybe you can also learn with me. Anyways, in the first video, I go along and together with you and make the 6 first setup rows. Although I shared a lot of information on my recent blog post that I published last Friday, I forgot to add one tip that I really think can help you in the making. So this scarf is made with sections, 2 sections of increases and 2 sections of decreases, and I really suggest, I strongly recommend that you put a stitch marker on the first double crochet row. Let's see if the camera can pick it up. I really suggest that you place a stitch marker on the first double crochet row, and each double crochet row start with a chain. So this is a decorative border chain which is not included in the stitch count. I recommend that you put on this chain, you put a stitch marker. It will help you to track how many times you made this specific repeat, because you will have to repeat the increase sections X amount of times for the large size and a different number of times for the small size. So yeah, I think this can help you a lot. This little tip can help you track where you are in the pattern. And yeah, what else I wanted to share? Yeah, about the yarn. So I made all the 3 samples. In a minute I will show you how I wear them, the small size and the large size, and how they, with the border and without the border. And by the way, the border will not add a lot to the size of the scarves. It's just, you can see it adds just a little bit to the length and to the width of the project. Let's take a sip of the coffee. Yeah, I wanted to share about the yarn. So for all of my samples, I used the cashmere. I will share it with you, but I just want you to know that this pattern is a perfect pattern for stash busting. So go to your stash, grab any yarn you feel like working with, and try to crochet this pattern. It's a small accessory. You don't have to use one specific yarn. This cashmere by Cardiff and by Lang that I used, it's more like a DK. I think it's between the sport weight and the DK weight, and I use the 3.5 millimeter hook, but you can use any yarn you like, and make sure you use the recommended hook size, and just try to keep it soft, because it's a wearing, it's an accessory that you want to wear, you want to wrap around your neck. So yeah, the yarns, let me share the yarns that I used. For the first sample I made, I used the yarn that I purchased in Copenhagen in a very sweet shop named Flig. The owner of the shop, Anastasia, was so sweet. She had one last ball of this yarn and she gave it to me in a very special, she was very, very kind. She gave it to me in a special price. And then when I came back and I started to crochet my short version, I wanted to have more, so I find them I think in a shop in Canada. Anyway, the short sample is made out of Lang cashmere, premium cashmere by Lang, and this color is 78.0023, in case you like to know. And this large sample is made out of cashmere by Cardiff. in colors 677. Both of the yarns balls are 25 grams and 112 meters. The long has 115 meters. This is the color I used for the large version, for the one that I'm wearing today. And for this version, I added the sunny border using just the leftover yarn I have here in the studio from Aimee. This is a sport merino from Aimee, and I think the name of the color is Rose Quartz. Yeah, it is shared on my blog for sure, but I think it is Rose Quartz, and this is the yarn that I used. So you can see it's a very variegated yarn, and this is how it looks when on the sunny border. Many of the makers here in my weekly clubs used fingering hand-dyed wool, so you will see at the end of the episode. I will share them with you. How much of the yarn will you need? So for the small size, you will need only one ball. And for the border, you will just need the, I don't know, tiny little leftovers. I think the border requires like 8 grams for the small version, for the small size, and 12 grams for the large size if you use the cashmere. But you can get the idea. For the small size, you will need only one ball, and for the large size, you will need about 1.5 balls of this cashmere by Cardiff or by Lang. So yes, so this is about how much yarn. It's a very easy and very quick crochet project, so it's a perfect gift making. And yeah, once again, I strongly recommend that you play with yarns and try different yarns. You can check out on Ravelry. I have 2 testers that linked their projects, their tests to my Ravelry, the pattern page. I had so many testers for this project, and a few of them are from far away that I don't really know, and a few of them are, this is the first time for them following my pattern. You can see what yarn they used. They used different yarns. And yeah, and all of the weekly makers here made at least one scarf. One of them made, I think she is on her 5th one. She was here yesterday evening in the knit night, and she said it's the 5th one that she makes. Yeah, so it's a really easy project to crochet. I really hope you will try it. Let me know, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, if you will try it, and if you already purchased the pattern, I can't wait to see and to hear from you. So leave me a comment down below in the comment section. When I published this pattern on March 7th, yeah, I will not forget, because it was supposed to be my mom's birthday, and I went to tell her about it. And yeah, when I first published this pattern, I published it with a 20% off, together with a 20% off on all of my patterns. And it was just because I wanted to celebrate another milestone, a very exciting one. So earlier, I think last week or maybe the week before, my Etsy shop reached 20,000 sales, and I was happy to the sky. It's a pretty milestone for me. I clearly remember the days when Eyal, my husband, he was the one who suggested to open an Etsy shop for me. It was back on 2013, and I was doubting this step, but he said, let's give it a try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, we can always close it. And I remember clearly looking at well-established shops on Etsy and thinking, wow, 5,000 sales. Wow, she has 10,000 sales. And this lady has 11,000 sales. And this maker and this maker, and I thought it's unreachable. But yeah, I think less than 2 weeks ago, my Etsy shop reached 20,000 sales, and I was very excited. So I wanted to celebrate it together with the release of my new crochet pattern of the sunny scarf. So I updated 20% off on everything, and I only have patterns at this point on my Etsy shop. I know you have tons of questions regarding cotton kits. I will not talk about it on this episode, but I will answer you on future episodes. Anyways, I couldn't come here. I really wanted to go to visit my mom's grave on her birthday, so I couldn't sit and record last week's episode, but I wanted my YouTube followers to enjoy this 20% as well. So this morning, Eyal and myself, we updated both Etsy and Ravelry stores once again with a 20% off on everything on the shop, and it will be available until Monday midnight. I wrote to myself until Monday, what did he say? It's the March 18. I think it's March 18. Monday, where did I write it? It's supposed to be here. Monday midnight, March 18, midnight Jerusalem time. And the reason I updated Jerusalem time, because I know that our midnight can be the middle of the day for my US followers, and I want everybody to enjoy this special offer. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy it, and I'm very happy I made it today to tell you and share it with you, my YouTube followers. So yeah, this is everything. No, it's not everything. I have one more thing to share with you, and it's how you add the sunny border. So once you are done crocheting your sunny scarf, you are now ready to add the border. So you start by attaching the border yarn into this point where you just started, and in the pattern I recommend that you place a removable marker here at the point where you just started, attach your border yarn, and you will start working here and you will start making the border stitches using these chain loops, decoration chain loops at this edge of the scarf. So the sunny border works only throughout one side of the scarf and works through these chain stitches. So you can hardly see it here, but on one double crochet row you have this loop, chain loop, and on the second one you have a smaller chain loop. These are not included in the stitch count. They are only for decoration, and you will work through these chain stitches when you come to add the sunny border. I hope it is right. And one more thing, I also included this in the pattern. You can choose, if you have enough yarn, you can choose if you want to make your scarf even longer by, extending the midway row part, the midway section of the scarf. And I think when you get the principle, you can even make it wider if you like. But you will see it when you work the pattern. You will see how you get the hang out of it, and you will decide. Anyways, we had a long process of deciding how long will this scarf be, and all the weekly makers here were very much involved. I'm very thankful for them. I made a sample and they tried it on and gave me an advice and said, I prefer it longer. I think you should make it this length, in this length or another. And we, all of us, made the decision together regarding the length. So now let me just show you how you wear both sizes. So this one is the large size, and I made it so you can wrap it around your neck the small size can be wrapped twice and also the large size. So let me show you how you wear the small size. And I usually like to hold it that way, so these chain edges, the edge with the chain stitches is towards down, pointing down, sorry. And I like to wrap it one time and bring it back to the front and make a little knot. And this is it. This is how you wear the small version. You can wear it wrapped twice, and you can also wear it, which we really like, wearing it like that. You can wear it just like this. Yeah, this is the small version, the small size. Or you can also tuck it in your shirt, you know, without making any knots, and yeah, this is how it looks if you just want to tuck it under your shirt without any knots and without wrapping around. But you can see the small size can be wrapped around your neck as well. And the small size, it's not with the border, the sunny border. But anyways, this was the small size. And let me show you how I wear the large size. So once again, I like to keep this one down, the sunny border down, wrap it around my neck, go back, make sure I'm still alive, not too tight, and make a knot. Yeah, and I like to enjoy these both edges. I like them to be seen, so you know, I can spend a few minutes right in front of the mirror just making sure that the border is seen, these two borders are seen. This is me. Yeah, this is me. I like it that way. But you can also wear it without a knot or just without wrapping it around your neck. I think you got the idea. Anyway, this is everything I wanted to share with you regarding my sunny scarf. I really, really hope you will think you like this pattern. Yeah. Let's move on with a zip from my coffee. I hope I didn't forget to mention anything. If you have questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. I will try to answer. And if you have a question, please make sure you leave it in the comment section, because if you have a question, for sure another person would like to see the answer for your question, so I can answer you down below in the description box. Next is a work in progress. It is made out of something new that arrived in the mail, and it lives in a new project bag. So I think I first will have to share my new project bag. So if you remember, on my last episode, I shared some cotton fabrics that we ordered here, a few of the knit night makers, and Yael, one of the knit night makers, she started to make her first baby steps on project bags making, and she made these two for me. Look how gorgeous these are. And I chose, for both of them, I chose this yellow. I'm still on my yellow obsession. I chose these yellow zippers. So let me show you. This is the first project bag, and here is my new whip that I will share with you in a minute. But I chose this fabric combination for my bag. So this is the first combination. And this is the second combination that I chose. I am completely in love with these bags. They are soft, and I can tuck them inside my bag really easily and take my whips out and about. Yeah, she's still in her baby steps, so I think she's not ready yet, but whenever she's ready to sell her bags, I update you here for sure. I think these are more like a medium-sized bag, so I have here a sock project whip. So let me show it to you. I have these socks on the go, and these are made out of this yarn. I will share the yarn in a minute with you. It's a little bit complicated for me because now I also have to share what arrived in the mail. So in a minute. Anyways, I started to knit a pair of a non-superwash sock. This is a non-superwash wool. And I started to knit a pair for myself. I cast on 60 stitches on a 2.25 millimeter 9-inch circulars, which are my go-to needles. All my needles and knitting accessories and other goodies are linked in my Amazon storefront down below for you. I knitted 24 cuff rounds with a rib 2x2, and I knitted 60 rounds for the leg. I follow my plain vanilla socks, which is the pattern here in this notebook. This notebook, I shared it with you in the past. It's written in Hebrew and I made it for my weekly makers. So I follow my plain vanilla sock, but this time I wanted to make the shadow wrap heel. I used it a few times in the past and I really like it. And I thought it will be very nice for this kind of like, printed yarn. So this is the shadow wrap heel. I followed the tutorial by earhtonesGirl. And this is how it looks. I really, really like this short row heel. And now I'm done with the heel and I am almost ready for the Kitchener stitch in both socks. And yeah, and they are made, and by the way, I don't know how it will be to wear them. I just really, really like the color and I really want to wear these with my Birkenstock. But let me know, have you ever tried to knit a sock with a non-superwash wool? I tried once with my cotton and I really enjoy them. They are my sleeping socks and I really, really enjoy them, but let's see how this works. So this is a yarn that I ordered together with a few makers from the Knit Night Club, and I will show you my portion in the package, but this yarn was part of my portion in the package. Is the Mondim yarn by Rosa Pomar. So we ordered it from her shop. The name of her shop is Retrosaria, and this color is 209. And this is 100% non-superwash merino, made from fine Portuguese wool. It's 100 grams per skein and 385 meters, which is 421 yards per ball. So I ordered my portion in this lovely package were these three. So I ordered 3 colors from the same Mondim yarn. I think it's a fingering weight, although it feels more puffy, but it feels like a fingering weight. So this is the next color, which is pretty much the same as this one, but I really, really love this indigo. I really am in love with it. And I ordered this colorway just because I saw on her website. It reminded me like an ikat texture, if you know. I really, really like it, and I also like this shade of blue. So this one is color M80, in case you're interested, M80. And this indigo printed one is color 212. Yeah, so this is my portion in this package, and I have two more things in my Happy Mail section of this video. So a few days ago I received a lovely package. I will not share all of it with you, but this one was part of a package that the yarn shop here, the local yarn shop that I just visited a few weeks ago, I shared it on one of the previous episodes. It's a yarn shop in Zichron Yaakov, about an hour drive for me. They gifted me this lovely yarn for future project that I will share with you in the future. And this is a Madeleine Tosh Ultimate Sock in color. This is the name of the color. And look at this colorway. I am completely in love. Isn't this gorgeous? And it's so soft. So this is for future project. Yeah, last thing that arrived in the mail. Finally arrived in the mail. Let me get it out. I think I'm the last one who got her February package from row 1, so I don't think I make a spoiler here, but this is my February package from the row 1 subscription, and it arrived yesterday morning. Eyal made the post run for me and got this one back, and this is my February package. Not sure yet what from this package will go into my coziest memory blanket. Let's see. I will keep you posted. Last thing that I want to share with you today is just answer a question I get from quite a few of you. You ask me to measure what is the size of the squares in my coziest memory blanket. I did make some progress on my coziest memory blanket and also on my soft rose granny square blanket, but I will leave it out for today. From this episode I will share it on next episode with you. Anyways, you asked me to measure what is the size of each square here. So it's approximately 6.5 centimeters and on 6.5 centimeters. So, but you know, it can be different between one square to another, but this is roughly the size of the squares in my blanket. So one question answered in this episode. So yeah, I think this is it for today. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you will enjoy the 20% on all of my patterns on Etsy and Ravelry. And yeah, thank you so much for all of your comments. Please let me know if you enjoy, if you already started making the sunny scarf, if you enjoy this making. Yeah, I love reading your comments. Thank you for each and every one of you who take the time to leave me a comment. I wish you all a very happy rest of your week. I hope to see you soon on the next one. Until then, happy making. Bye.